Hello and welcome back to our channel Trade Trio. Let's discuss this week potential setup in commodity and in Forex. Let's start with our favorite one, which is gold. As you can see this chart, uh, we have a bullish stance in the coming week as long as it is above 1830 area. This area is also highlighted in the last week video, and if you are long in it, then any dip is also a buying opportunity in gold as long as it is above 1830 area. Also in the weekly time frame, it is converging in a symmetrical triangle, and it did test the overhead resistance in the last week, and in the coming week or next week we are expecting it will break above this symmetrical triangle, and if it manages to break this triangle, then we have a good upside target of 1860. Even 1900 is also on the cards. Let's discuss oil. um, we expected profit taking in oil, and as you can see, no major price movement has been taken place in oil. Still we have a sideway bias in oil, as you can see in the indicator level. It might come down a bit to neutral zone, which is 50. So it might take a little bit of correction or it might go up. So before making any new move, we are expecting sideway. But if you want to take your long position, then you can switch to 4-hour time frame and follow this trend line, as this is taking good support from here. Also this week we have one more in commodity, which is palladium, and palladium is looking bullish in the recent price action. Let me discuss the chart. As you can see, this trend line is acting as a resistance for palladium, and it manages to break above on 19 January, and not only manages to break above it but also sustain above it, and it made good follow-up candles as well. So this overhead resistance will not be a major problem for palladium, and it will break easily above it, and you can make your upside targets to around 2200. And even if this level is taken out, then you can target around 2500 area. Also, if you follow Dow theory, it is making good higher highs, higher low, and this will be a new higher high. So it might come down a bit. So for this, you can follow this trend line on lower time frame. So it will come down to make a higher low, and then it will continue its momentum for the upside. Let's discuss the forex setup, and let me share the last week summary. We shared three pairs in the last week, and this is our net pips gain, which is 128, and I'll discuss one by one each of them in the charts. Let's start with pound USD. Well, pound USD is uh, still looking short, and in the last week we had a sale on strength buys with this evening star formation, and if you short uh, on that current price, then you could have gained around 130 and 135 pips gain. Still, we think this will come down, and uh, but indicated level suggesting it make a little bit of bounce. So this bounce will only be a good opportunity for sale on strength. So trade your levels accordingly in pound USD. This is the profit level. If you short with one standard lot, you could have gained around $1274. Next we have USD CAD. We had a buy on dip strategy last week, and this week we also follow our strategy on buy on dips. As you can see, this trend line is acting as a good support for USD CAD, and it is looking in good momentum. Although it did not um, give a good upside in the last week, but still it gives good 30 pips from the side zone. So any dip in pound and USD CAD is a good opportunity for taking long position, and you can continue to book your profit on the upside. This is your profit level in USD CAD. If you took long position, then you could have gained around $250. Let's discuss the third one, which is Euro USD, and it stopped us out, and we had a bullish buys in last week. And if you see the last week video, I clearly mentioned that it is good enough if it remains above this 13830 area, but it failed to remain above it, so we are stopped out in this. And this is our loss in this pair in Euro USD. With one standard lot, you have lost around $324. So what's the current scenario? Well, we are expecting a little bit of sideways in here, but if it manages to break this trend line and this horizontal area again, then you can take your long position. Otherwise, if it breaks below this trend line, then you can take your short position. But all in all, we are still waiting, and this is our watch list. Let's discuss the one more setup this week, with which is CADCHF. And CADCHF is a good sale on strength pair for the coming week. As you can see, this is trading in a good uh, range, and this is the top of the range, this is the bottom of the range, but currently it is in a good parallel bearish channel. So any upside is a good sale on strength opportunity for CADCHF, and you can continue to short till this area 71 800 around, or any upside will only be a good sale on strength strategy. Well, thank you for watching this week video. You can subscribe to our channel and like this video.